Hi. Okay, so today I want to talk about, as I'm walking, I want to talk about the space in between good days and bad days. Like the moment where you cross over, or if you ever rate yourself, you're healing. Oh, I'm a this right now. Oh, I'm a 2 or 3 right now. Oh, I'm a 9, 10 right now. There's a space where you sort of cross over from the good side to the bad side, or the bad side to the good side. There's this space, and you don't see it at once. It doesn't happen in an instant. It happens a bit slowly. Maybe you see it coming. Maybe you can feel some sensations. Doubt starts to creep in. There's some signs that it's happening. But I want to talk about the space in between the good days and the bad days, and the space in between your new identity, your healed identity, and your sick identity. It is the same space. Okay, and this is very important to understand. So I want you to picture 2 rooms. So I want you to picture like a closed, dark room. It doesn't matter what it looks like. You don't have to get it right. It doesn't matter if it shifts or changes or whatever. Just pick a room. It's kind of like an old room, and it's darkish, and it's small, and there's one door. That's the only important part, is that it's enclosed and there's one door. Okay, so you're in this room. This is the bad day room. This is also the room of the sick identity. Okay, so there's many different things. This is the room of doubt. This is the room of fear. This is the room of illness, sickness, symptoms, disbelief, hopelessness. This is the room, okay? Now I want you to picture another room, okay? And it is a big, expansive, wide open, maybe there's no walls. It's a wide open space. It's a wide open field, ocean, whatever, a wide open piece of land. It's bright. There's sun. It's expansive. It's amazing. And I want you to picture this space. This is the space of the good day, the good feeling, the moments of brightness, the moments of hope. This is also your healed identity. This is the room of the healed identity. We're calling it a room, but it's really a space. Okay, but if you need it to be a room, you can make it a room somehow. But it's a wide open, expansive room. So there's these 2 rooms. Can you picture them? Okay. Now let's picture the space in between. So let's imagine a hallway, a long hallway. Okay, it doesn't have to be too long, but it's long enough, okay, that you can see both doors. You can see the door. So now put yourself in this hallway. You're standing in the hallway. Now look backwards. You can see the door. It is the door to the room, the small room, the room of illness, the room of your sick identity. The bad days, the suffering, the symptoms, that's all in that room. Then I want you to turn the other way, and I want you to see the door of your healed identity, the door where you get relief, the door where you feel good, the door where you smile, the door where you think that you are healed, the door where you have relief, the door of hope. And I want you to picture that door. So now you're standing in the middle, you're in this hallway, and you can see both doors. This is the space. This is the space between your good days and bad days. This is also the space between your healed identity and your sick identity. So I want you to go back to the room of the sick identity for a minute. You're in this room, okay? You're in this room and the door's closed, okay? Now, I want you to open it. And you can see down the hallway, right? You can see down the hallway, but you can't quite yet see into that room. Or maybe you left it open, and you can see what's down that hallway. Okay, sometimes you can see what's down the hallway. You can see the open door. You can see this light cracking through. There's something good coming from that door down there. You can see it under the door. You can see the cracks around it. Or maybe the door's even wide open, but you can't get there. Okay? Now, your door's closed. So once you open it, you open the door to your new healed identity, meaning you understand what I'm talking about. You want to heal. You believe, you change your identity, you change your beliefs, and you're like, I am the healed version of myself. I trust, I believe that the more I believe in my healed identity, the more I will manifest it. Okay? And then you're in the hallway, you're in the space. You haven't quite gotten to the expansive room, though you can see it. And every once in a while, the door opens and you can feel it. And sometimes you even get there, but then a symptom comes up, or a thought comes up, or a nag comes up, and you're back out in the hallway, right? And then maybe you get a symptom, and you're maybe back a little further in the hallway. You're further away from that room. And then you get a flare, and you start to question, maybe this isn't going to work for me. Maybe this is all BS. Maybe this is, I've tried everything. I've done everything. I can't. And as soon as you say those words, I can't, it's too hard. I've done everything. I don't believe. As soon as your belief factor wanes away, you're back in that room and the door slams shut. And there you are. Okay? You're back. It feels like you're back at square one. It feels like you're back at square one with your symptoms. And it also feels like you're back at square one with your belief and your identity, and you're suffering, and you are feeling all alone and misunderstood, and why me, poor me, nothing will ever work for me. And you don't quite yet see that there's a hallway, that you don't, it's like this little portal, this hallway, this room, this place that you move through, this hallway that actually bridges you from one place to the next. And you're not often in one room or the other. You're actually often more in the hallway. And you're waiting. And in the hallway, you need to trust. As you're walking towards the room, you need to trust that when you get there, the door will fling open and you'll be able to be in this expansive, healed, your symptoms will go away and your healed identity will cement in belief. And the door will shut behind you and there will be no more hallway and no more room behind you. It will be gone. But what happens is when we're in the hallway, we're not quite there. We're living in between two worlds. And we look backwards, right? We wonder. We aren't sure. And what I'm asking you to do is when you're in that room, it is very hard to get out of the room, right? When you're in the space of no belief and the darkness and the flare and everything's going wrong, it is very hard to get into the other room. And so we must be brave enough just to open the door and to stand with one foot in the hallway and say, I believe, I trust. And when we're in the hallway, we are feeling the symptoms, we are feeling all the doubt, but we don't react. We don't give up and say, why me, poor me, I can't, I've tried everything, it's not gonna work. We feel it and we trust that when we keep walking, we're going to keep on getting farther and farther along this hallway towards where we want to go. But it's when we doubt ourselves in the hallway, it's when we are in that transition and we let those thoughts, those beliefs, the old identity take hold, that it thrusts us back into that other room with the door shut. So even though we might be experiencing symptoms, we might be experiencing a flare, we might have some fear, we might have some big thing that's going on in our life, a lot of emotions to process, a bad day, something happening, but we just stay where we are, we just stand where we are, and we refuse to think the thoughts that put us all the way back in the room. We stay in the hallway, and we feel them, and we say, okay, I feel you. I don't like you, I feel you, but I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to be with you, and I'm going to trust in my new identity. I'm going to trust in my new healed identity. And I am going to stay with you as long as it takes for you to pass and for us to keep walking forward in this hallway. I'm not going to say the words or react or totally break down and give up hope and put myself all the way back into that room, because then you have to open the door, you have to come out, and you have to start walking all the way down. So sometimes you get close to the room, and if only the flares would come and the doubts would come and the fear would come, and you would just stay where you are and wait until it passes, then you could keep moving forward to the room as if you never took a step back, or maybe just a minor kind of pushed you back a little bit, or you just stay firmly planted with your feet where you are and say, I'm in this hallway, I can't see. You know, I see a door on this side, a door on this side, I can't see. I'm lost, but I am going to trust. I'm going to stay with this feeling until it passes, and then you never have to move all the way back. It's this moving all the way back to the other room that is the hard work to build your hope up again, and to step out and to see your new healed identity, and to walk towards it. So when the doubt comes, don't let it pull you all the way back into the room. Right? Stay where you are in the hallway. Trust and believe in yourself. Normalize this. Say, this is normal. I expect this to happen. I expect flares. I expect bad days. I expect challenges and tests to my belief. And yes, I believe. I believe. Stay firm. Stay resolute. Be kind. Be soft. Be loving to yourself. Take care of yourself. Don't fight yourself. Accept what is happening. Right? Don't be in a battle with yourself. Just accept this is how reality is right now. And I don't like it, but I still believe that this will pass. And I will be closer and closer to the wide open room of expansion and complete healedness if I just stay where I am and not let my mind tell me stories and change my belief here. So it's holding on to the belief in that room that is the key. So in that hallway, sorry, I should say. So when you're in the hallway, have belief. You have to feel it. You have to have the belief. You have to still be kind and loving to yourself and patient. Wait. Just wait for the storm to pass. Just stand there. Allow it. And then when it does, keep moving forward. And you will be closer every time. You won't let it blow you back into the room and slam the door shut and have to start over mentally and psychologically to build it back up. You will come out stronger on the other side. That is how people come out stronger on the other side of the setbacks or the storms, because they hold on to their belief in the hallway and they just plant their feet where they are and they trust. So I hope this video has been helpful, and I urge you to give it a try.